Today's video is a slightly different one. If you saw my vlog from the autism show in Birmingham, you will have seen that Katie and I spoke to someone called Victoria. Victoria brought to our attention that perhaps the idea of labels in the world of autism is slightly outdated. So I'm going to expand on what Victoria said to me on Friday and do a whole video on autism and labels. So to start off with, the label I was given when I was diagnosed was high-functioning autism. I should also note that it was then in brackets formerly Asperger's syndrome. I wasn't officially diagnosed with Asperger's like most people in my similar end of the area of the spectrum are. Therefore the label I used was high-functioning autism. It's only since I've researched more and more that I'm actually less happy with this label, because if high-functioning means able to operate, well, supposedly able to operate, what does low functioning mean? That's a bit insulting, isn't it, really? The other problem with these functioning labels is they're not actually relative to the autistic person themselves. Like, I may be high functioning, but I'm sure most other high functioning people out there will agree that you can have your moments where you're not. It just makes you feel worse when you're having those moments when you're not, really, because you're supposedly meant to be high functioning and all able to function. When, to be honest, you know, when you're locked in your bedroom for 3 days because you can't focus on the world. Yeah, so the idea of functioning labels are actually to do with how you affect the people around you. So is that right, really? So I'm high functioning because I'm supposedly less of a nuisance to the people around me. That's not very good, is it? Of course there's a slang culture with autism like there is in any community, and everyone has their own unique way to refer to themselves. Some people call themselves auties, some people call themselves Aspies. I like to just call myself autistic because I think that just summarises it, really. I'm not against the other labels, I just don't particularly use them myself. Like, I don't use the label Aspie when talking to people because I wasn't diagnosed with Asperger's, even though, yeah, technically it is what it is. But those are all personal. Those are all what we call ourselves, and you can call yourself whatever you want to call yourself, obviously. You can continue calling yourself high-functioning. The problem comes in the professional world. The professional terms are these high-functioning and low-functioning terms. The idea that Victoria brought to us is that they shouldn't be functioning, they should be support terms. Therefore, it's based upon the level of support you need. I would supposedly be somewhere in between low to mid support. I think more mid support depends, really. So of course, high support would be those who require more support from those around them. Makes sense. But the idea of labelling your level of support means it makes it personal, and it's not what they tell you you are, as in like what the doctors say, it's the whole what you feel you actually need. Certainly on my area of the spectrum, I may be able to communicate fine when I'm in my condition. Like, ask me to go to a doctor's appointment or something by myself, it just wouldn't happen. Like, you wouldn't get me out the door. In that situation, I need full support. So it'd be good to see if this support label is something that can catch on. I'm certainly going to have words with people who I know at the National Autistic Society to see what they think about it. And as they're the UK's biggest autism charity, they could actually make an influence. I think we're fully accepting now that Asperger's and autism are the same. They're just different areas of the same spectrum. There's debate whether we should still call it a spectrum. I'm fine with it being a spectrum. But in the professional world, we need to see changes. If we're going to all refer to ourselves as autistic, having support labels is only going to help those who need help, and in what areas they need help. It's still categorising, which categorising in autism is really hard because everyone is so different, but of course it's slightly better than just going high functioning, low functioning. I might start calling myself low support autism. Low support meaning that I don't require much support, but when I do need it, I need it. That's the difference. And I think that's the same with everyone on the spectrum. We all have our moments where we need complete support. Just some have more moments than others. Some people have their entire life where they need support. So I'm going to start adopting this label, I think. What I want to know from you, first of all, what do you refer to yourself as? Do you recall to yourself as an Aspie? Do you recall to yourself as an Autie? Or do you just say, I'm autistic? Autist is the other one, isn't it? Autist. So let me know what you actually refer to yourself as, but then also let me know, would you be happy by saying, oh, I'm autistic, low support, mid support, high support, as I feel it's something that could vastly progress the community, and well, I say the community, the world, and how it affects the community. I'll be interested to read through what everyone says on this. Thank you very much for watching. Knox.